The World T20 in Australia, and the biggest miss for India clearly has to be Jasprit Bumrah. Once again, come the WTC final in England in June, early June at the Oval, and we all missed Jasprit Bumrah. When you watch him bowl, especially against England last night, you know what impact the man can have. A 230 chase, all of a sudden England was off to a flyer against Mohammad Siraj. But there comes Jasprit Bumrah, taking out David Malan and thereafter Joe Root. India was in business. Jasprit Bumrah was in business. This is the attack that is giving Rohit Sharma and the rest of India the chance to make history on home soil. Since making a comeback, Booms has been incredible. More importantly, he's the leader of the bowling attack who shoulders a lot of burden and can take the team with him. Can he go on? Do it against Sri Lanka at the Wankhede, South Africa at the Eden Gardens, and more importantly, in the knockout matches. We've spoken to a number of experts about the impact Jasprit Bumrah can have. Take a listen.
Jasprit Bumrah is a wonderful bowler. Very, very different than any other fast bowlers I've seen. Very, very unorthodox, but highly effective. And yes, to answer your question, when you're coming back from an injury after a long layoff, it's always concerning for the bowler because you don't want to get injured again. And in the back of your mind, you don't want to go flat out too soon or too quick. So it's always a bit of concern in the back of your mind. So I reckon when Bumrah does come back, he'll be an asset to the India bowling lineup. And my advice to him would be to take it a little bit slowly. Don't rush back into it or try to go flat out from day one. Obviously, he will have some practice sessions, maybe some games before, but it's always important to take it on a slower basis, build up into it, and then when you're really comfortable, then you can go flat out. But it's not a wise thing to go flat out from ball one, because in the back of your mind, you don't want to be hurt again.
My opinion on Jasprit Bumrah, we all know that Jasprit Bumrah is one of the finest fast bowlers that every single one wants to watch it perform. But from my point of view, and as a player coming out from the injury, all you need to do, you need to use your brain, use your experience. Don't try to be a hero from day one. You might go back to your injury. Try and get, groove yourself, into becoming that super fit man that we know. That's my only advice to Justin. He mustn't look the injuries. Yes, they put him backwards, but now he needs to grind himself to get to the best of his, as everybody knows it, so that when the final comes, he's on top of his form.
The fact that India will be making the semi-final is well known. And if India has to win in Mumbai, because Pakistan is well and truly on their way out, you will need Jasprit Bumrah on song in that Wankhede wicket, which will offer him bounce. And if that happens, there is every reason to believe that Jasprit Bumrah will perhaps play where he comes from, in Ahmedabad, in front of his home crowd on the cusp of history. With Bumrah leading the attack, Rohit Sharma will fancy making history and lifting that trophy. We want him fresh, we want him fit, we want him firing. And that's what we've got so far, celebrating Jasprit Bumrah.